Okay guys, it's Monday and these are the 20 carbon Rili shrimps I'm going to be selling to the local fish store. I'm not sure how well you can see them, but if you want to pause the video and make sure there's 20. I've counted about 2 or 3 times and it looks like there's 20. These are the ones that still remain. They're awesome. Let me see. Well, there's a couple right there, but let me see if I can get them move around for you guys. So they're awesome still in here. I don't know how many. I still have to look and figure that out. And these are the ones I'm going to put in different tanks. I'm not sure which tanks yet. Some of them will be going in this Simplest tank because the Otos don't eat shrimplets, and I do want to actually get some that's nicely Rili'd. There are some really nice ones in here that actually have the full Rili coloration and like pattern. You can kind of see a couple of those, like that one. It's a good one, except it's kind of blue in the middle. There is a couple that, at least one in here I know, that has actual clear midsection, and that's what I'm going to try to do in the 50 tall that I showed you a few seconds ago. I'm going to try to, well, you know, let me just show you again. I'm going to try to put them in here and try to breed that out where I have more consistent shrimps. So this basically going to be my first actual shrimped tank, I guess. Like, I mean, the 90 gallon will be a shrimped tank, but this will be like the first selectively bred shrimped tank. And they're all 7 Simplest in here, which I'll point you to the Fishy Fridays that I'm doing on them, or that I have already actually, it's already been published, but I'm going to be filming it very soon. But these I'm going to be putting both in the Simplest tank and in that tank, which will then be going into that tank once I get it converted to freshwater tank. I have 20 in here, I know. I've already put 3 in there. And I'm not sure how many of these I have in these 2, but I'll let you know in just a few seconds for you guys. And I mean, hopefully no more than a few hours for me, so I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, these are all the ones that are going to be going in here in just a minute. I don't want any of those bits and pieces of moss in the tank, because this is a planted tank that is, I know what's in here for the most part. No, actually I know everything that's in here, and I don't want to introduce something that I don't know about, and those are just assorted mosses that I had with some of the shrimps, actually all of the shrimps, because I want to give them some place to hide. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of dip this under so they can try to swim out, and hopefully the moss doesn't get in there too much. I'm not going to be really upset if a little bit of the moss gets in there, but if a lot of it gets in there, I will kind of be a little bit upset. And there is 28 or 29 shrimps in here, and again there is 20, as I've said, that's going to the local fish store. And after that, well, I did happen to take one out so that I could have some better genetics in here. So I replaced it with like 2 or 3 shrimps, so now there's like 22 or 23 in there, which I'm fine with. I mean, I needed the shrimp so I could have proper genetics for what I'm trying to do, because there was only one that was kind of somewhat resembled it, and now it was the one that I put in here was like really clear-cut, really pattern. So there's now 22 or 23 in there. 28, I'm just gonna say because I counted 28, there might be 27 or 29. There might actually be 29, but there should be 28 in here. So that makes about 50 shrimps. And I've already put them in there. I did not count them though. So I had probably 60 to 70 shrimps. And this has been basically my most successful shrimp tank. So that's kind of why I'm taking all of this down, because there's little point in trying to do something like this, like selectively breed and try to maintain it for online selling, when there's not much like when you only have like, I don't know, 20 shrimps to start off with, and you bought, like, I don't know, like, there's just no little point in trying to keep going when I have so few shrimps in each one of those. As I mentioned in a previous Krabby Monday video, these will be for the crabs, and I'm gonna possibly try some shrimps in those tanks eventually. I'm not sure if I want to do it right away. I want to get advice from someone first. But now that it's kind of settled out, let's go ahead and add some more. We should be able to, oh snaps, yeah. So that's what happens. So I might do it by the cupful now, since it's kind of already to that point that I'm a little concerned with. I saw a video from Rachel O'Leary, and it was a good video. It made a lot of sense scientifically to me. I have my bachelor's in conservation ecology. I've been studying fish from middle school, and I spent 5 years getting my bachelor's. I actually spent 3 years getting my associate's. But I just graduated this past May with my bachelor's in conservation ecology and a minor in sustainability. So I do know a lot about fish and stuff. So I'm not really, it made a lot of scientific sense as far as the water quality and everything that she was talking about. So I went ahead and did that, and I kind of try to follow that. I don't typically drip acclimate. I don't typically acclimate all day at all, unless there's a temp difference, in which case, I mean, if it's an aquarium like this, there's not much I can do, but I'm going to leave this for a few hours and kind of let them swim out on their own. I think I just saw a piece of moss go in the tank, but it'll be fine. I can always remove it. Might have just been a little piece of a floater. I actually do not know. I'm going to try to tip it a little more so it stays at that level, and hopefully, I'm hoping the Odocinthus, yeah, that's probably not going to work very well, but I'm hoping the Odocinthus don't actually swim in here and knock the moss out, because I will be a little bit annoyed at that. But again, it's not that big of a deal. It's just more like personal preference at that point, because I don't know what any of this moss is. I did put some in there, so hopefully it takes root and grow. I mean, of course, I'm going to be moving that over here, but still, that's going to be the end for this clip. I have at least 60 or 70 shrimps. I know I put at least 10 in there. I have 22 or 23 in there, and I have 27 or 28 in here. So just between this and what I am selling to my local fish store, I have 50 or 51 shrimps. So okay guys, I'm sorry this doesn't include the Unsacaras and neon yellows, but this is the only shrimp tank I had time to tear down this week. I will try my best to get the nets to tone down this next week, early in the week, and show you guys that process. Net shrimp Sunday. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go ahead and hit the like button if you did, and go ahead and subscribe so you can see my upcoming content in your subscription feed, and go ahead and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming videos or live streams. I live stream Business Thursdays every Thursday at 7 p.m. Arizona time during daylight savings. That's Pacific time. During non-daylight savings months from November, I think, to March or April, it is Mountain time. And I have a Fishy Friday, Saturday special, Shrimp Sunday, and Krabby Monday video every week. So go ahead and hit that subscribe to me, and I'll see you next time, and have a great week.